Hey, hey, what up, what up? Hey, it's Jason. My dad used to call me when I was little, my daddy used to call me Jason Trombone. He'd have me sit on his lap while he played guitar. My dad was a pretty good guitar player, quite a musician. My family's pretty musical. We've always been very musical, very inclined to do things which lift the spirit, including substances. That's the downside of it. Hey guys, my name is Jason, also known as Seva. This is Ray of Light Tarot, and I'm here for you tonight. Hey, Marissa, I got you at the top of my list, Miss Ma'am. What's up? Hey! Saturday Night Live. Hey! I love you guys. Love to all of you. I hope you're all doing well. We got some high vibes going on here, and I'm protected, so don't take that as a challenge, low vibers. It's not a challenge, but I'm protected. I'm high vibing. I'm feeling good. How's everyone doing this evening? Happy Saturday. Hey! I got Marissa. I got Darcy. Don't go anywhere, Darcy. You're up here at the top of my list, too. I'm going to read my list. Guys, hit that like button so everybody knows we're here. And let's spread the positive vibes all around YouTube. Let's just get everybody talking. And they'd be like, what's all this positivity? Is that happiness I hear? How's everybody doing? Amanda Burkett, what's up, girly? I miss you too. I miss you too. All is well. All is well. You know, we could talk about the things that aren't going so well, but let's don't. Let's focus on the green grass instead of the cloudy sky. So yeah, guys, it's Saturday night. It's Saturday Night Live. Hey! All right, here we go. Here's the list right now. Unfortunately, the list is what? Closed. The list is closed. We had a lot of people get on the list earlier this evening, and so I've got to close it. No more. I will come back. I will do my best to come back tomorrow night. Hey, Serena, you're on the list as well. I'll do my best to come back tomorrow night, okay, to do some more because I know a lot of people have been trying to get mini reads. Just understand, guys, I'm so busy trying to catch up on personal readings right now. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of mini reads. The Taurus, I just got the Taurus general reading up tonight, so check that out if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or have a soulmate who is a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It may resonate for you. It felt like a pretty good reading. But anyway, let's read from our list for tonight. Let me get my glasses back on. Hang on. Hold on. Granddaddy's got to put his spectacles on. Not to be confused with making a spectacle of himself. Leah, you're on the list as well. Good to see you. All right, so Marissa, Darcy, Gabriela. I love that name, by the way. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. I'm just kidding. Where my cute boys at? Come to daddy. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Marissa, Darcy, Gabriela, Serena, Elizabeth, Kim, Lavinia, Jessica, Bella, Leah, Jenny, and Stephanie. And that's it. Picture a red stop sign. Is that an octagon? Whatever it is. A stop sign. Yes, you can get on Sunday's list, Sarah B. Not to be confused with my sister-in-law, Sarah B. So yeah, anyone who, if you want to get on tomorrow night's list, go ahead and put your donations in now. Because as you guys see, a lot of times we fill up before the broadcast actually begins. Okay, so it's better to do that. Because if you get on the list, did I miss the list? No, anyone who donated before I came live is on the list. So you are on my list, Kim. But that's what I was going to say, guys. Like, if you want to get on tomorrow night's list, make sure you go ahead and donate ahead of time. Now, if you want, or sometime tomorrow. Because if you do it ahead of the broadcast, I'm not going to turn you away. But once I start the broadcast, if I have like 10 people on the list or more, it's going to get shut down. And that's not just because, you know, I get tired, but it's also for your benefit as well, guys, because you don't want a reading from me when I'm exhausted. Because what'll happen is I'll start to just lean on the cards. And the cards are visual aids, but they're not to be leaned upon. It's what I can't stand readers who just lean on the cards. That's not being intuitive or empathic. That's just knowing the definition of a card and reading it. And a lot of readers on here do that. And I understand it. I mean, you have to learn somehow, but it's not fair to the viewer, especially if you're a sitter and it's a paid reading, to get a reading from somebody who just leans on the cards. Okay. So I want to do, you know, I want to do you right. All right, guys. Hola. Aw, thank you, Rebecca. You're looking very kind tonight. I was saying somebody I had to do a little meditation real quick and raise the vibe and put out some protection energy because here's one of the downsides of being empathic, guys. Truly being empathic. I put up the Taurus video, and you know, of course, I didn't take time to put a timestamp or anything. And before I got into the reading, it literally took only 2.5 minutes. The reading started 2 minutes 30 seconds in, but I did mention the cleanse we're going to be doing on June 21st, and the website to go to, and how to get the products for the cleanse if people want to join us. Of course, someone mentioned in the comments to my Taurus video, like the 5th person to comment goes, what did they say? Like, how annoying about like there's about advertisements and to be advertising and not put in a time and not list a timestamp for when your reading starts. And then they put poor, like that's a very poor thing to do. I was like, wow. And so I got a little snarky because it irritated me and it brought my energy down because I wasn't protected, and it brought my vibe down a little bit. And so I came back a little snarky and I said, I've never understood why people who totally are so careless about about the energy they co-create, talking about someone totally creating negativity in their life by acting that way. I've never understood why people who are so careless about the energy they co-create even bother to watch energy readings. Like why do you bother to watch energy readings if you're going to be so careless about the energy you're creating? Because what you're doing when you instead of coming from a little bit of gratitude for somebody putting up a free general reading for you and everybody else, when you come with that kind of critical stuff, you're inviting that into your own life. It only bothers me for a second, right? But yeah, it's like, dude. And it did. Obviously, it irritated me and it brought my vibe down a little bit, but only for a second. But when you're somebody who does that, who puts that kind of energy out to me and to other people, you're just inviting more and more of that into your life. So I think, gosh, do these people, like, do people who watch I thought most people who watch energy readings understand how energy works. And you would think they would be more careful about the energy they're creating in their own life, right? But no, I guess, far be it from me to give that kind of advice. That water is so good, y'all. But I got my little rose quartz right here. And I got my little shiny, shiny amethyst. See this? See this? Smooth, shiny amethyst, banded rose quartz. This is some good vibes right now. And I've needed it because, my puppy's not doing so well. He's an old fella. He's on his last legs. It's just been, this week's been a marker of some things, like the dates and things that have happened. It's been a marker of a few things. So it's been interesting for me. An interesting little week. So I hope you're all doing well. Let's get going on this. Oh, it's all good. I appreciate it, Darcy, but it really is all good. I'm fine. Hey, Z, nice to see you, Z. Thank you for the messages about Bentley. He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. He leaves when I start my readings because I annoy him when I start doing readings. I think he feels the energy and it drains him too. But whenever I get plugged in over here, he immediately gets up and goes down the hall. So I always shut the door. And he coughs a lot right now because of his other ailments. I mean, and it's a gnarly cough. Like he'll go, sounds like he's trying to hack up a lung. So we'd rather keep that separate from what we're doing here. But I pass along your love to Bentley, and I'll have him on sometime soon. Hopefully before anything officially changes. What was I going to tell you guys? I don't remember what I was going to tell you guys. I think I had to tell you guys something, but I don't remember what it was. It's so hard. And Bentley, he's the dog. I always told people that, like, no, I will never, it's not like, oh, I'll just get another dog. No, he is the dog. Like, he's the dog of my life. No more doggies. I always said that. But the truth is, at this point, I'm kind of considering getting a puppy like now, just because I don't want to, I think it'll be easier to have something that makes me get up at 5 in the morning like I already do and let someone out to go potty or go for a walk and do my meditations. I'm such a empathic person that I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what's going to happen without Bentley here. I mean, I've survived tough things, right? We all have, especially those of you who have strong spiritual soulmates or twin souls. You know how hard it is when you have that strong connection to go into like a separation and stuff. But it's not the pet loss thing is not. It's a whole other ball game, right? Yeah, I think so, Sparky. I'm thinking. I know there's this breeder up in Georgia, like 2 hours from me, and she breeds basset hounds, and I love basset hounds. In fact, they kind of remind me of Bentley a little bit. And she's taking deposits for a litter of puppies that are going to be born like later in the month. And so I'm thinking of putting a deposit on one. I haven't decided yet, though. I'll keep you guys posted. I think Bentley, you know, even if he hopefully hangs around for a long time, I think Bentley would love to have a baby brother or sister. So we'll see. I don't know. They howl a lot, though. I don't know how I feel about a howly dog. But yeah, I think exactly, Z. I think Bentley would love a baby brother or sister. So, and maybe a baby brother or sister would give Bentley some renewed energy, right? Keep him feisty. I like Bentley when Bentley has good days and bad days right now. So I love his good days when he's like all feisty and, you know, he's feeling it. Makes me so happy when he wakes up like that. I can just tell when he wakes up and he's got that extra zip. Oh, it just makes my day. I had a beagle and they definitely howl a lot, but it's so cute. Yeah, beagles. I like beagles too. I had a beagle a friend of mine had a beagle. Him's name was Oscar, and I just took him in for a little while she was trying to find a home for him. It didn't work out for them, and so I was sort of the foster dad for a minute. A yappy. I don't love the yappies. Bentley's daughter, my grandmother's dog, Colleen, is a yapper. And she is a straight up first class yapper. And it drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Seriously. Hey, Melinda. Yeah, the list is closed tonight. I am taking reservations for tomorrow night, though. If you want to get on the list for tomorrow night, you can go ahead and send one over and we'll get you toward the top of the list for tomorrow. Because it fills up before I go live usually, Melinda, each day. I don't like, well, it's not that I don't like it or I don't like the dog. The actual yappy, it like cuts through me. You know what I mean? You know how certain noises, like shrill sounds, can actually cut through. It cuts me. It cuts me deep when a dog has that like high-pitched yap. It cuts through my sensitive energy. All right. I'm sorry. I'm being so extra tonight. I'm going to stop being extra. Good vibes and positivity, Kathy. I agree. Thank you. And thank you for that. Okay, so let's do this. Marissa, you are here, correct, Marissa? Go ahead and get your question ready, Marissa. And before you do, I'm going to go ahead, while you're getting your question up, what I'm going to do, oh, there it is. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and do it then. I was going to pull a oracle card for everyone, but I think we'll do that in a little while. Marissa's question is, will Bill come back to her and will he be committed to the relationship? It's okay. I'm glad you had your question ready. And will he be committed to the relationship for good this time? Will Bill come back to her and will he be committed to the relationship for good this time? Hey, Christy, thank you for the love. I'd like an animal spirit oracle card about Bill and where he's at emotionally and commitment level wise. And then we'll pull some tarot. Where's Bill's energy? Oh yeah, well this is good. So Bill's got some good cards here. The animal spirit cards we've got for Bill are the dog spirit and the sandpiper spirit. And I really don't think the dog spirit card came out because we're talking about dogs. Sometimes that's the thing about clearing energy, is sometimes things like that can happen. Like that could have very well come out because we're so much on the dog energy. That could be things, energetic stuff, spiritual stuff. It gets confused. Just like in traffic, things happen. There are mishaps, energetic. Energy, people think of magic as so, like it's magic, so it must be perfect. Well, energy, right. It's energy is real and it's not perfect. Just like life isn't perfect, neither is energy. The energy we can't see is no more perfect than the things we do see. There are mishaps, there are crisscrosses, things happen. And so it is potential that the dog card came out because our focus is on canines right now. But I don't think that may be part of it. But I think it really is about loyalty. And I think it really is about the fact that he loves you and he has a desire to be loyal to you long term. So you've got card number 19 and card number 51. That's a 6 and that's a 10, which is also a 1. He wants, I don't know if he's let you down in some way, Marissa. Here's what you need to know. If he's let you down or broken trust or in some way not lived up to what you hoped for him to be, know that he's kind of aware of that, or at least he thinks he's let you down in some way, or he thinks that you feel he's let you down in some way, or that you feel he hasn't lived up to something that you wanted him to live up to. There's an awareness of this, whether it's accurate or not. There's an awareness on his part of this. And you need to understand his intention is not to be sort of unreliable. His intention when it comes to you and to this connection is to be reliable, to be steady, and to be someone that you feel you can depend on. And he wants to be that person for you, which is really nice. I love that. That's really sweet. Now, the Sandpiper spirit is about playfulness. Okay, and that's card number 51, which comes to a 6. So there's a need for balance in this relationship, to balance whatever the serious stuff is with playfulness. There's a real need in this connection for that to happen in order for things to work out. That's what I get here, okay? In order for things to work out going down the road, there's got to be a lightening up of this energy. It's too heavy. I don't know if it's coming from you or from him, but there's this heavy energy that's like, it feels like, to him, it feels like pressure. So for some reason, the way you relate to him energetically, it feels like you're longing for something you're not getting. You're focused on, it's like your focus is on pain. Your focus is on a lack. And that's not good. You've got to watch that, Marissa. And here's why, Marissa. The thing is this. If you're missing, okay, that's what it is. If you're missing him or you're in separation or you're not getting what you want from somebody, literally the worst thing you can do is to focus on that lack, to focus on the fact that you're missing them, to focus on the pain, to focus on what you're not getting. Because what are you doing? When you focus on what you're not getting from somebody, you're growing that. So instead of focusing on what you want to get from them and thinking from a place of gratitude, right? It is hard. Oh, I'm not telling you something is easy. I know, like I get it. It's hard. But you have to think of how you're sabotaging yourself. You are literally sabotaging yourself, Marissa, if you don't do. You have the power. It's in your hands. You've got to choose. And I mean, make a conscious decision. Write this down everywhere you look so that when you go through your day and you're thinking about, oh, I missed this, I wish this and that, remind yourself, oh shit, I'm sitting here sabotaging this relationship from having a chance by focusing on what I'm missing, by focusing on the lack. I need to focus on visualizing what it feels like to have those things I desire. Don't even focus on wanting what you desire. Focus on what it feels like, what it will feel like to have the things you desire. And don't worry so much about him. Worry about you and what it will feel like within you to have that relationship with just picture the man as a shadow. The less detail you put on that person, the better. It needs to be about you and your manifestation. Because if you're picturing him, that's a blockage you're putting up for spirit. Because spirit can only do so much. And we can't change someone else's free will. Remember that. It's so important, guys. And a lot of readers won't, for some reason, either they don't know this or they don't share this with people. You cannot focus it on a specific person. It just has to be, generally speaking, the feeling you want to have in a relationship. And start imagining what it feels like to have that feeling of stability, of him general, not him specific, being reliable, committed, all those things you want. Picture what it feels like to have those things and start saying thank you as if you already have it. That's the key to this. But yeah, I mean, What you have on your side that's working for you and not against you is that this person wants those things. This person desires it, or we wouldn't get these. Let's see what the tarot says. All right. I'm using the Thelema deck tonight. This is a really beautiful deck. Thelema, it comes in this pretty box, and it's by, who's it by? Hell if I know. Sorry, whoever this is by. I want to credit the artwork is by Renata Lechner, and the cards are by I don't know. Lo Scarabeo. I don't know. Sorry if I didn't credit you properly. They are beautiful cards. They're the same creator of the Arcanum deck and the Millennium Thoth deck, which I think I'm going to switch over to Millennium Thoth for the next reading. I love all of the Thoth and Thoth decks, but especially this Millennium Thoth deck. It's really cool. All right, so what's the future with this situation for her? What does she need to know about his intentions and his feelings and this potential for commitment and coming back together? Not just what she needs to know. Give good guidance for her, please, Spirit. Guidance on what to do and what she needs to know. A lot of healing has to take place for this to change. So you really have to allow that. He's got the Four of Swords. When you see this Four of Swords, this is about somebody needing to be alone, right? So don't worry so much. When you start to miss that connection or feel that isolation, remember that isolation is what's healing this person so that you guys can have a chance in the future. This person needs to be isolated because by being alone and within his own thoughts and his own experiences, that's what's allowing him to heal and to go through that experience that he needs to go through to be the whole balanced person that you love and deserve. That Four of Swords is all about healing, but it's also about a little bit of isolation, okay? You've got the Three of Swords in reverse bottom of the deck. So the overall energy here, and that's what's blocking the Ten of Cups. Literally blocking, but it's not blocking like in a bad way, like, oh, this is keeping it from happening. It's just saying this is the process. You've got to go through the healing of these broken heart energy, the third party stuff, in order to get to the Ten of Cups. But the point is it's here, okay, Marissa? It's here, and that's a good sign. You also need to understand that this person's, the feelings, energetically, the feelings are mutual. Don't doubt that. The feelings are mutual. How you get to those feelings, a whole different story, but they are mutual. That's important to know. Got the Moon here in reverse, following the Four of Swords. Four of Swords leading to the Moon in reverse. What does that mean? And then what's this card? Ooh, yeah, Temperance. It's a beautiful thing. This is a confirmation for you that after this period of healing and this period of sort of isolation and self-reflection and self-expression, that's when things can start being expressed to you, because the Moon upright is about secrets and keeping your feelings to yourself. Well, the Moon in reverse is then he's going to start speaking on those deep feelings, okay? Those still waters that run deep, they're going to start bringing up emotions that are going to be spoken to you as soon as, assuming that you've allowed this person to go through the process of healing alone and not press this. And you know, the biggest thing about that is to remember when it's hard to not chase, because if you're the one who, especially if it's a twin soul, if you're the one who was chasing, it's hard to not do that, because the chaser, the reason that we chase as the chaser in the relationship is because we know things that we feel like the other person doesn't realize. Like, oh my God, I've got to tell them what I've seen in my dream or what Spirit has revealed to me. They need to know this because it's so important. And if I can maybe tell them, maybe then they'll realize that they don't want to fuck this up. Excuse my language. That's all BS. What you need to realize, and all people who are the chaser need to realize, is part of the process of this thing coming together, if it's ever going to have a chance, is to stop chasing and start trusting Spirit. Because when you chase that person, that's literally like flying in the face of Source, flying in the face of God and saying, I don't trust you. I don't trust you, God, to work this out the way it's supposed to work out. I've got to be in control. The runner is afraid. The person who runs is afraid. Their big thing is fear of dealing with their feelings. They have these deep feelings that are scaring the crap out of them. And the person who chases, you know what they're afraid of? Not being in control. They're afraid of not having control, of how out of control. Both are afraid of being out of control, but from different perspectives. So for you, you've got to trust that this Moon card is a process. And when it gets reversed, this person is going to come through and they are going to be able to express a lot of this. And it almost never sounds the way you hoped it would sound or is the way you want it to be, but it's better. Just trust. Detach from your attachment to the outcome and trust. I trust, I trust, I trust. Because look, you've got temperance here. That's Sagittarius energy. And what is today? Full moon, or last night, full moon in Sagittarius. Full moon in Sagittarius. Here it is right here. It's all about the fact that things are coming to fruition that need to. And that's where he's at right now. Two of Wands. Choosing a path. On a path, choosing a path. This is all working out. Just remind yourself throughout the day, I trust, I trust, I trust. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Because that's all you've got to do here. All I can tell you is what I see. And you know, I'm sure if you watch my mini readings, you've heard me tell people before, if the cards don't say it's there, I'll tell them, sorry, sweetie, but it's not there. Or this is not who you think it is. Well, the cards are there. It's there. This is what you think it is. So that's a good sign, right? The cards are there. It is what you think it is. So now what do you need to do? Show source, show God, show spirit, show your twin soul or partner that you believe it is what you think it is. And if you truly believe it is what you say you believe it is, there's nothing for you to do but trust and get on with your life and get on with your own healing and get on with being open to whatever is being sent to you, even and not limited to if spirit sends you another man to date. Be open to that. Why wouldn't you be? You have to be open to whatever is coming in for you with a trust that that connection is this beautiful spirit-led connection that has potential for all those things your heart desires it to be, but that you're also, as long as that person is running from you, you're also not going to shut yourself off to anything that you deserve and that's for you, because there are no guarantees when humans and free will are involved. We can confirm what it is, but we can't confirm the decisions that are going to be made. All you can do there is trust and do your part to be open to whatever spirit has in store for you. But yeah, the energy's there and it looks really good. It looks really hopeful and it's very plausible that things will work out in your favor here. Well, they will work out in your favor. It's very plausible that they'll work out the way you want them to. Okay. Darcy. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Darcy, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am, I am. I got married to the widow next door. I answered it. Well, that's good. Walking away from a karmic relationship with a boy I love. He changed the past 6 months, how he treated me, and I'm not putting up with it. I have self-worth. Will he see me? Will he see friends forever too? I let go, I'm okay. Wait, so you're asking if he will see what this is as well? Like if he will be aware of it? Is that what you're asking, Darcy? Are you asking like what his perspective is, how he sees the relationship? And how he will see it going forward? Can you clarify exactly what you want me to ask? Okay. I think I know what you want me to ask. Hang on. Energy the ice, I am. Show me the perspective of Darcy's friend. What's his perspective? Animal Spirit Oracle. Right. Yeah, I saw that in your message. One thing you have is the flamingo spirit, which is about embracing the in-between. And that's about sort of like purgatory in a sense. Okay, it's 26, which is an 8. So it's about it's sort of like embracing the divine detour. Like, okay, even though things aren't where you want them to be yet, and it may seem like where things are is really like, ooh, icky, I don't like this feeling, but it's actually happening for your highest good. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. That's a big thing to remember for all of us. You've got the moth spirit, which is an interesting card. This number breaks down to a 3, and what the 3 is about is miracles and building. Miracles, building, ascended masters. You are growing, and I've told you before, you don't realize just how empathic you are, but that's part of what to you feels like a problem, and a lot of times why you kind of find yourself bumping into people, awkwardly bumping into people, and it's because you're so empathic, but you have not learned how to handle that in a balanced way. And I was so much like you a few years ago, in the sense that I had these great gifts, but I hadn't really learned how to process them. And so people a lot of times didn't even understand me or where I was coming from, because it was like I knew what they were going to say and I was talking over them and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying that's what you do, but there is something to that where you're on the cusp. If you can just, I would say, if I were you, Darcy, and this is not really about him, but this is about where you're at, I would spend a lot of time being quiet right now. Spend a lot of time being quiet. No, you cannot go wrong listening. Just listen to your inner dialogue, to your guides, to your God, to the people around you. And don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes, your ears, your heart. When the hairs on your arms stand up and you get goosebumps, listen with that, right? Listen with all of your senses. And that is part of being empathic, listening with all of your senses at once. With the moth spirit here, it says surrender now. And that's why I feel, yes, we're asking about him and he's got to surrender too. This person is probably your mirror in many ways, but that's what you've got to do. You're being called to surrender now. To what? To your path. You are we're all on a path of ascension spiritually, but you specifically are on a path of ascension in ways that I think if you just give a little bit of faith, you're going to be so amazed at what you can do. You may have gifts that I could never dream of and that maybe nobody else here could dream of, but a lot of people can't see that about you because of where you're at right now. And I'm telling you, I see that in you. And that's why I always feel like a lot of times remember in the past where you've misunderstood me, but what I respect about you is that you always come to me and try to straighten it out. You're not the kind of person, you're mature. You don't just go pout. You say, did I misunderstand this? And even if you didn't, you'll say, well, this hurt my feelings. I want to let you know this. And sometimes I'll come back and go, well, sorry, that's how I felt. But I like that about you, that you go, okay, I get that. I like that because I'm the kind of person and I think we all agree with this. You can't have a relationship or a friendship with anyone who takes everything you say, gets their feelings hurt, and then runs off you just can't have a functional friendship with people who are going to be overly sensitive to everything you say. So although in the past I felt you have been, I understand why, and I appreciate that you will come and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. So this is about surrendering to spirit, because there's a reason why you're having those experiences, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really cool thing. But you've got to learn to how to process this stuff. We all do, because it's a major gift for you. There's so much. Look at all this red. Do you know how much fire and passion is going to be attached to this, and how well it's going to help you, not just in your romantic life, right? Because you're going to, instead of banging up against people emotionally, sexually, in every way, you're going to have a relationship that's fire, that's lit in a way that's so exciting. But it does require you to kind of embrace this awkward period. It's like, you know what it is? You know that period where the ugly duckling's becoming the swan, or when like an adolescent, a 12-year-old, how they're like, I'm sure like Cindy Crawford, the supermodel, when she was 12, she probably was really gangly and awkward. I know Tyra Banks was. You're in that phase spiritually. You're in the gangly, awkward phase spiritually, and you're about to see things just explode in your life. And it's super cool. And what's happening for this person is this best friend energy is doing the same thing. And I don't know what kind of relationship this is for you, twin soul friend, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It matters what the relationship is doing for you. And my twin soul and I, the basis of the relationship is like a best friendship. It was like a best friendship that like goes, whoa, wait, where did you come from? And how have we always known each other? And why do we have this, either the exact same thoughts about things or the exact opposite thoughts? And there's never a need really to even speak about it. That's what you have with this person. You're wondering about things that you really don't even need to wonder about with this person. understandably because of the nature of the connection being so strong. But what you need to do is sort of let your inner knowing lead you from here all the way over to here where your actual reality is. And to do that, you kind of just have to surrender, okay? It's so cool though. I can't wait to watch this journey unfold for you. I think so many people that in our like here on this channel and wherever you are, so many people are going to be so amazed to watch your transformation over time, but it's only going to work out if you allow it. You have to allow it. You've got the High Priestess card here at the bottom of the deck. You're in this process of really coming into intimate contact with your divine feminine being. And there's so much clarity. Look at this card. There's so much clarity in that, but it really requires you to be willing to do it. You have to be willing to take that risk and to say, okay, I'm going to sort of be quiet and stop. I'm going to stop talking long enough to really learn what it is I need to be saying. Because you have a lot to say and a lot to do, but you don't know where your true happiness is yet. You know where your heart's desires are, but you don't know how to get to this place where you can be sitting on the meadow with that soul person in the sun, in the bright light of day without getting burnt. Right now it would burn you up. It would be too much because you're not in balance. You've got energy leaks. You've got a lot of holes in your aura. You've got to seal that stuff up. There's going to be a lot of people watching you and having eyes on you and looking to you as a role model, whether you want them to or not. Do you think I want people to look to me as a role model? Hell no. When people like when I have a hater who literally follows me just to see when I put a video up so they can thumbs down it, I feel like calling them out and going, hello, do you know who I am? Do you know that I'm someone who has abused drugs for most of my adult life? Do you know I'm one of the most insecure people on the planet who has been self-hating most of my life until I finally gave in to this gift? Do you know that I have chosen drugs over happy relationships most of my life? I'm not somebody to be obsessed with hating. Like, there is nothing here to be jealous of or to hate or anything. Like, that's what I want to say. But see, because of the changes that happen in your life and how you improve yourself, people can be looking to you as a role model, right? Do you get it? And so you have to step into that and embrace that role. And Darcy, you're going to embrace that role, and I need you to know that. Okay, it's beautiful. Four of Cups. You've got to stop being I understand your disillusionment, but you have to understand how beautiful what you're getting out of and what you're coming through is going to be. It's going to be so special, so beautiful. You're on a beautiful path. As far as him, I know you're asking about him. It's a mirror. That's what this person is doing too, but stop worrying. I have to ask you to do something very audacious, which I ask all of us to do, including myself. The audacious thing, don't focus on him and his life. Focus on you and yours, okay? Because that's where the real challenges are. It's not about him, it's about you. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard to do that when you love, especially when you really love someone, right? Because like when you really love somebody, you want to, I know for me, especially as a Virgo, when I love someone, I want to be his protector. I want to give. I want to help him heal. But you know what? You can't put that oxygen mask on somebody else until you put it on yourself. You can't save someone else from drowning if you're drowning yourself. And right now you're kind of drowning because you're in the midst of a huge spiritual transformation and you kind of need to go into your little cocoon in order to transform, butterfly. You got to transform, butterfly. So go get in your cocoon. It's going to be really beautiful though, Darcy. I'm super, super proud to know you. Thank you so much. Okay, Gabriella, is Gabriella here? Don't chase that DM. Mallory, don't chase that DM. Gabriella, where you at, Gabriella? Gabriella and Serena. Gabriella and Serena, if either one of you want to put up your question, I can do either one. I've got Gabriella, Serena, Elizabeth, Kim. There's Serena. Will my person stay with a third party that came between us, or will he come back to me? What's the headspace right now of Serena's person? It can go either way, and you've got to take the lead here. You've got the stag spirit energy, take the lead. This person is not wanting to make a decision one way or the other. This person is very comfortable with the way things are. Does that make sense to you, Serena? This person is comfortable with the way things are. They're not looking to make any major changes. You've got the parrot spirit, which says watch your words, and you've got the koala spirit that's reminding you that spirit has a plan. Again, this is very much like Darcy's reading, where it's like, you're kind of in a place with this person where they're not really looking to make any big, no, right now that person is not looking to get out of one thing and come racing back to you like you deserve. But a lot of the control here, and there is some control, right? You do have some control in this, but a lot of that control comes from you watching your words, using that law of attraction, understanding that spirit has a plan. Are you going to automatically get what you want from doing those things? No. But are you going to set yourself up to make that person wish they had been in your life? Yeah, because there's a strong connection here. And so if there's a strong connection here and this person's not choosing you, they're sure as hell going to wish they were, if you are living your best life and finding your fulfillment and happiness within your fully healed, fully functional, balanced self. If you're not, then they're probably not going to wish they had left the third party and come back to you. Because, you know, you're great, you have a strong connection, but you're still not living your best life. Your soulmate, your twin soul, your whoever that person is, they love you. This is for everyone. Soulmate, general terms. Your soulmate, whoever, they love you, guys, but they don't just like want to be with you, miss you all the time if you're not living your best life. What brings a soulmate that's meant to be a long-term partner in, what makes them want to come back is seeing you living your best life. So that's the answer always. Live your best life. Manifest your hopes and dreams and focus on that 24/7. And then that afterthought will be them wanting to come back in. Whether they do or not still is up to their decisions and fate, but they will want to if you're living your best life. Let's see what the tarot says here. Thank you, Kim. What it is. This person's just really, wow. This person has a real issue, Serena, with giving. This feels very stubborn, very strong Taurus energy. Where we are right now is Taurus season. Or I'm sorry, I just did the Taurus reading. We're actually in Gemini season. This feels like Taurus energy with this person. They've got the Seven of Wands. Defensive energy, blocking, not allowing emotional, new emotions to come in, not allowing you to communicate in that way. Five of Pentacles, isolated energy, sort of not feeling left out in the cold, but intentionally putting you or themselves out in the cold in order to be isolated. This is someone who really, and they see you, I'll tell you, Serena, this person sees you in a very positive light as the Queen of Pentacles. So they see you as stability, as comfort, happiness, very loving, very abundant and strong. They see you in all these beautiful ways, but they're not willing to make the changes they need to make at this point in time. So you're going to have to bring that new beginning in yourself, because this person is slowly moving towards you. They've got, Knight of Pentacles, slowly moving towards you. And Ace of Pentacles is a good sign, right? So we've got this potential new beginning here, but what brings it in is that magician spirit, which you have to sort of call this magician energy in yourself. That's Virgo, Gemini. It's all about communication, like mercurial energy, but that communication is not between you and another person. It's between you and source, or you and your guides, and it's in order to bring in your manifestation. So it's a very specific type of communication that comes. It's like knowing the secret codes of the magic. And so this comes from you really learning to work your own magic, your own blend, and that just comes from you finding out, like we were talking about earlier, trial and error, you finding out what works for you. And again, it may not be what works for me or anybody else. Law of attraction, positive affirmations, right? It's alchemy. It's divine alchemy. And alchemy is very sensitive. It's very sensitive and specific to each of us, what our divine alchemy is. So what I can tell you is, right now, this person doesn't even have the desire to change, though, and that's not good. But the connection is there. That's a good sign. And so if you can use or learn to use your divine alchemy to start to bring in the things you desire in life, if nothing else, that person's sure going to be popping themselves on the head for not having changed in time. And I think that will also, from what I see here, that will cause them to start to desire to change. But right now, there's not even a desire to change. And so you're not going to get what you want keeping things the way they are right now. Okay? Good luck, Serena. Is Gabriella? 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 Let's go Gabriella, Elizabeth, or Kim. Any of those three, put your message up. Your question. Gabriella, Elizabeth, or Kim? You're welcome, Serena. Good luck. Gabriella, Elizabeth, or Kim? Or Lavinia? Any of these four. We got to keep it moving, though, guys. Somebody put a question up. Yeah, go ahead, Kim. That's perfect. Guys, get your questions ready. Elizabeth, Lavinia, Gabriella. Wait, did I already do Gabriella? Hang on. No, I did Darcy. Gabriella, Elizabeth, Lavinia, Jessica, Bella. My question, I have many. What does Spirit say about love or career? I want to relocate back. Oh, okay. What's this relocation twinge that she's having? Is this from you, or is this her? Or is it her higher self? Relocation energy. Thank you, Kim. Well, you've got the bee spirit, sweet results await. The bee spirit doesn't automatically speak to me about relocation, although bees are usually a traveling sort of tribe. But I think just from saying that, this would be about relocating not just by yourself, but with you and your core unit of people. I don't know if there's like a group of people that you're supposed to take with you if you relocate. You've got the cat spirit here. I always think when I see the cat spirit about like how cats have 9 lives, and from that aspect, it's sort of like go live your next life, and yes, relocate, go explore, go experience. Don't be afraid to go on your next adventure. But you also have the message here that says claim your independence. So it's important to note, Mallory, I don't have you on my list. Did you make a donation? And if so, what name is it under? It's important, Kim, that you claim your independence in whatever you do here, whether you're relocating or whether you're staying put. You need to find the playfulness, because you've got that sandpiper spirit also. Find the playfulness. Ooh, and in your independence, you've got the number 4. So it's really important, maybe before making any big decisions, whether relocating, changing anything in your life, spend a little time in isolation, right? Meditation, quiet. I see like you in a very dark room. Like if it's got windows, you need like these kind of blackout drapes like I've got on the windows here. The window treatments need to be like the blackout drapes where you could sleep in the dark any time of day. And I don't know why, but you need to spend some time in that type of isolation where it's just you, the darkness, the cool, dry darkness, and spirit. Like you're taking a personal tour through the Akashic records. And it almost feels like you're all alone as you can ever be, right? Because we're never alone. But you know what I mean is from a physical standpoint, you're all alone. It's just you and Source. From a spiritual, energetic standpoint, you will have never been more surrounded by that highest vibration of love. The Akashic records, there's some place you need to go in that journey. And you've got so many eyes on you. Just like I was feeling for Darcy with this card, there are eyes on you. You've got protection as well as people, I shouldn't say people, entities, spiritual entities watching you. I feel there's so much importance based on where you're headed and what you're going to be doing spiritually in the near future, that you've got eyes on you, you've got spiritual protection from the other side, and you've got a journey and a mission and a journey that's so precise. Don't let that intimidate you, though. Like, you don't want the fact that this is precise and you have to make very careful, very careful and very precise decisions. Don't let that intimidate you. Only let that allow you to be very decisive, because no matter whether you choose, it's always this, that, or the other. No matter what you choose, it's not so much in the choice, but it's in the decisiveness with which you choose, because that shows an inner knowing that it's always going to be for your higher good, no matter if you take the long route or the shortcut. Let your higher self choose, though. I don't think you're going to be moving in the near future. And when I say near future, I mean between now and September. I don't see any movement at all, but I don't think anyone's going to be doing a lot of that. It could be a little bit of spiritual restlessness because you've got the Six of Swords, which means you're moving into a time, you've moved into a period of calmer waters. Like you were recently in a very stormy cycle in your life, and you've moved into these calmer waters. And that could be a little, sometimes the lack of drama feels dramatic, right? Like the lack of problems can also be startling and disorienting to somebody when you've just come out of that. So there may be a little bit of that, but I really do think you're ending a very, very like a very fractious cycle in your life. You've got the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Swords behind that. Wow. You're about to start manifesting some real beauty into your life. There's a ship coming back to you that's been on a long journey. It could be a loved one. It could be a romantic partner. But this person's been gone for quite some time from your life. They've been on quite a long journey of their own. And this hard ending had to happen and is having to happen in order for you to have this new thing or old new thing come back in. You're going to start seeing, let's see those birds. Those are the signs and synchronicities coming in before the person does. So you're going to be seeing the signs and syncs before they come in, okay, Kim? So be looking for those signs and syncs before your person comes in. But there's strong Aquarius energy for them. That could mean that they have a strong placement with Aquarius, or it could just mean that they're going to be coming back or coming in prepared to really bear a lot of their soul, to bear a lot of their emotions. See, this is what you've got with this star card. This person is just pouring it all out when they come back to you, and you're the star, the one that they just never lost sight of. So this is not someone new. This is someone old new. Yeah, this is really beautiful, and it feels very strong. I think what you're sensing with the restlessness, because there's a lot of things wrapping up and ending, and it feels very calm right now, but it's the calm before the storm, and it's not a bad storm. It's the calm before a beautiful storm. That energy coming in, that ship coming back to shore, that's a real strong love in your life, and that's beautiful. So welcome it. Just start welcoming it in now. You're going to see a lot of those signs and syncs, I'm telling you. Good luck, Kim. Elizabeth, Lavinia, Jessica, Elizabeth, Lavinia, Jessica, Elizabeth, Lavinia, Jessica, Bella, Leah, Elizabeth, Lavinia, Jessica, Bella, Leah. Any of you want to put your question up? Jessica, 6 weeks ago, my soulmate came back to me and all was great. This week, he pulled away and now he's non-communicative. Is this out? Is this a timeout, or is he gone again and was only using me? All right, what's going on with Jessica's soulmate? And just like Kim just had this calmer waters coming in, your soulmate for some reason is looking for excitement. They're searching for the opposite of the Six of Swords. They're searching for excitement in their life. He's like searching for all this trauma and drama. He's wanting to put the work in with you, so that's good. That's the Eight of Pentacles, by the way. He's got this wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands. He wants to move forward with you in communication, but he's got a lot of conflicted energy. The Ace of Cups for you guys is in reverse, so this may be a long time out. Judgment's here, though. So what's happening, this is important. You need to allow this to unfold however it's supposed to, because when Judgment's upright, that's the major arcana. There is a strong awareness and awakening coming in for this person. Sorry, guys, the list is closed. I appreciate the $4.99, Mallory. If you want to get on the list for tomorrow night, it's $25 US, guys. And the donation can be made via Cash App, which is $Ray of Light Tarot, or in the Super Chat. But I'm not taking any more questions except for the ones on my list until tomorrow night. Okay, what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, so what I would say about this, really interestingly, Jessica, what you've got here is someone who is looking for excitement, looking for challenges. They do want to put the work in with you, but they've got a lot of conflicted energy with the Eight of Wands and then the Nine of Swords. So a lot of mental frustration and mixed signals going on here. With the Judgment card, that means that there's an awareness, like an awakening coming in spiritually, where this person is going to go, oh, why didn't I see this sooner? This is where my heart is supposed to, like, they're going to start to follow their own heart around. I don't know if you guys ever saw that gay cartoon, like, short movie where it was literally like a cartoon film about gay love, and it was like a little boy and his heart, he sees a cute boy, and then his heart like starts jumping, and it like jumps out of his chest, and the heart goes, and the heart, like, he gives the heart to the other boy, and it's really sweet. But I feel like that's what's gonna happen here with your soulmate, is like he starts to follow his heart around like a puppy dog, but it is towards you. But right now, that's not where this is. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, so it's going to be a time before that happens. You never want to sit and wait for somebody to come back or to be what you deserve or long for them to be, because all that'll do is make them not come back. Not because they're aware of that, not like consciously like, ooh, I don't want to come back. Energetically, we're talking about energetic resistance, and that would create resistance. So don't wait on this. Don't sit around and don't wait on anything. Go live your life, go do you, but know that this person's experiencing a huge awakening here. And there's that pixie dust. I was talking about this in the Taurus reading. The angel's blowing that pixie dust on this. So love is here. Ace of Cups is here. It's just in reverse. It's all about divine timing. That's all this is divine timing. So the answer to your questions is yes, but it's not going to happen as long. Yeah, don't be waiting, because it won't happen as long as you wait anyway. That will literally stop it from happening. So yeah, I know it sucks. Hey, I've been in separation and no communication again after coming back together again with my twin soul for a year now. So join the party. I get it. It's like when it comes to suffering, I feel like I'm that little kid that's going, huh, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do suffering better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It's not that I don't have sympathy. I do have sympathy for everyone when they're like, oh my God, I haven't talked to like we've been in da-da-da for like 2 months. And I'm like, 2 months? 13 months, now a year. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good luck. Okay, so next is, we've got Lavinia. What's the energy from AM? Love, interest, initials towards me. Energy from AM for Lavinia. Two of Cups just came flying out, so that's a really good sign, that and a confirmation that this is a strong soulmate connection. There's mutual love and affection. It's always a good sign when you get that, right? We like that. That's a good confirmation. This person is coming through as the King of Cups for you. Behind that, Knight of Wands in reverse. So this person may have been a little bit of a player in the past when it came to this relationship, like not taking it as seriously as he should have. Or she, AM. Whoever AM is, they were a little bit not taking this as seriously as they should have, but it could be because you were wanting it too hard. Sometimes, like I said, we play into energies with people. And so if someone was in a Knight of Wands energy, maybe you were too serious. You don't want to do anything that's gonna be the perfect foil to a certain energy. And so with this going to the King of Cups, that's a good sign. That person is no longer not taking this seriously, but they're not quite ready, because look, you've got Two of Cups. Wow, 10 of Cups too. Listen here. Let me just tell you, as far as the potential for this, right? As far as just potential alone, Lavinia, there is great potential, and this is a beautiful connection. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Major Arcana, Wheel of Fortune. Everything's about to change for the better, but here's the one thing. 2 of Wands is in reverse. The Two of Wands is about choosing something, choosing a path, choosing to try and make this work, whatever. It's in reverse. This person is not ready to make a choice yet. The good news is the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So things are about to change. Where they are right now and where they're going to be a month from now are going to be big difference, right? So things are about to improve and get a lot better. But right now, although this person has big love for you, remember the HBO show Big Love about polygamy? They got some big love for you, girl. Big love. And 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, we all love seeing these cards, right? I mean, when I have gotten readings in the past, and I don't get them very often, but I get these kind of cards and I'm on a twin soul journey, and I usually get cards like this for a twin soul connection. So this is good, right? This is a good sign. But the Wheel of Fortune, that's the only major here. That means things are shifting. So that's triple fire sign. I appreciate the donation, but that would be for tomorrow because, like I said, guys, we are closed. But I will put you on the list for tomorrow night at 9. So with the Wheel of Fortune, that's really good sign, Lavinia, for what's coming, for things to improve and get better in the near future. But where it is right now, you need to pay attention to the fact that the Two of Wands is here and it's reversed. So that really means that someone is, despite all of this beautiful connection and these beautiful feelings, someone is avoiding making a decision. They're avoiding moving forward and sort of committing to something, to anything at this time. So that's tough, right? That's really tough. And I feel that for you. I feel how tough that is. But yeah, you can't ask for better cards than that. We're going to stop right there. We don't want to pull anything else. These are great cards. So good luck, Lavinia. Okay, next is Bella, Leah, Jenny, Stephanie. Bella, Leah, Jenny, Stephanie. Leah, I recently connected with from the past. Came out of His name is Alex. Okay. What's the nature of the connection with Alex for Leah? Leah. Miss Leah and Alex, what's the nature of this connection, and does Alex feel it too? Is Alex aware of it and feel it? Oh, you're welcome. I know, great cards too, Lavinia. What's the nature of this connection for Leah with Alex, and does Alex feel it too? Is he aware of the connection? It is a spiritual connection, but Alex may not be as aware of it as you are, so I would say right off the bat from the cards I'm seeing, don't rush into this, Leah. Don't get yourself hurt. You know, be protective of your energy this time. Because the Four of Cups is a confirmation that this is a soul connection, but the Four of Cups is also a confirmation that this person is not they see it, yes, aware, but not wanting to reach for it so much. Like, oh yeah, this is strong. Oh, but I'm not down. Like, and also they've got the Knight of Wands, and you know that can at times be that kind of player energy, and so just be aware of that. He's also got the Lovers card. The Lovers card is Gemini energy, but it's also, and it's a strong energy. It's a very passionate energy for you too. There's a need for this person to start to choose certain things. But the Lovers card, Gemini, that's kind of someone who can be a player. There's a lot of player vibes here. And that it kind of makes me irritated for you when I see that the Four of Cups is here, which to me says this person is aware this is a spiritual connection, but they're still not wanting to take it too seriously. I don't like that. And it's okay. Look, we don't have to take everything so seriously, but there needs to be an acknowledgement of how strong the connection is and that there could be a future. And I don't see this person quite ready to do that yet. The Three of Wands is in reverse, so you're not going to have a lot of success manifesting what you want here. You also have the Ten of Pentacles, but it's in reverse too. So what does that mean? Ten of Wands behind that. It means that you're still stuck in your old cycle that was so painful and heavy. And you need to get out of that. You need to do whatever you have to do to release these old demons. Meditation, salt baths, cleansing. Like I said, I don't know what works for you versus what works for me, but do whatever works for you. You've got to do some spring cleaning. You got to cleanse this energy. Because if you don't cleanse this energy, you can't get this Ten of Pentacles. It's literally, these two are connected. It's two sides of the same coin the way this came out. And you don't want to be stuck, whatever the Ten of Pentacles is, whether it's this new guy, and maybe that's part, because see, when someone's in player mode, and nobody wants to hear this when they're dealing with a player, but whoever is dealing with a player, you're partly responsible because people react to each other's energy. And a lot of times when someone plays with us, it's because we allow them to, and we are doing things that are causing them not to be taking it seriously. A lot of times it's the exact opposite of what we want from that person, but still we're creating that resistance unintentionally. So what I see here is not that, I'm not saying your purpose, like certainly you're not doing it on purpose, but something to do with this past that you're not releasing is causing this person to be aware of the connection and how strong it is, but still, ooh, I'm not taking this so seriously. And that could be part of it from your side. Now, not to say that if you dealt with all this, that suddenly they're going to be like, oh, I want to marry you. There's no guarantees in that. But that could be a big part of why this person sees that cup and they're sort of resistant to it. You've got to release this stuff, Leah, because you've got such a potential here. The Ten of Pentacles is beautiful potential for longevity, happiness, abundance in a relationship, but you can't bring it in until you first deal with that stuff. And it'll be really interesting to see once you deal with the cleansing of that 10 of Wands, that last cycle, your ex, all that pull, once you deal with that, it would be really interesting to see what happens with the Lovers, this Knight of Wands energy and the Four of Cups for this new person. Because I feel like a lot of this would shift to a much more serious energy because it is a strong spiritual connection, okay? The Sun is here as well. There's a recognition of the happiness that could be experienced in this connection if you were both at a place to and willingness to do it, okay? That's exciting. That's hopeful. All right. Is Bella here? Bella, Jenny, Stephanie, Elizabeth? Who? Oh, Bella. Okay. You're welcome, Leah. Good luck. Would like to know his intentions. Unsure where this could go. Tons of passion. He's from the past. We know the connection back then. Or is it me? Huh? What is the connection and what are the intentions for this person from the past with Bella? Show us. Connection and intentions. Connection and intentions. Ten of Pentacles connection, but it's in reverse. Again, this is like, oh, potential, yeah, but it's not where you want it to be. So there is confusion there. Strength is here. The Tower in reverse. Oh, no, no, no. So somebody here is resisting. Something here from the past was not built on a solid foundation, but the connection's strong. And so there's something still, some kind of confusion or lack of honesty in this connection, some kind of deception from the past, and it's not been dealt with. It's being held on to. You got Four of Pentacles. You've got Eight of Swords. So you're kind of in this prison here of your own making. Like you at some point in time in the past, you put this person in a specific place in your mind. Like maybe you said that's hubby material. I don't know what that is, what this is. But whatever you created in your mind about this person is not true. There's some kind of deception there. So it's not that you did anything wrong, but whatever idea you have in your mind about this person from the past is not an accurate you didn't size this person up accurately, and you need to be aware of that. But it doesn't mean that you're totally wrong about them either. There's something really good here because you've got the Ten of Pentacles, but again, in reverse. Page of Cups. There's a need for some sort of explanation, apology, communication about something from the past with this person. Also with the Three of Cups, there could be a collaboration. There could be some celebration and coming together, but there's something still. There's a third energy here. You, this person, and someone else from the past. There's not just two of you, there's three of you in this. I hope you know what this means, because I don't have a clue. There's three of you here, though. It's not two, it's three. Bing! Bing! Three of you. Could be a Leo. Is there Leo energy here? The Strength card suggests that there is an opportunity for you to really make this relationship stronger, but you have to stop ignoring whatever this thing is from the past. And is he confused? I think he is confused. I think you're both confused, though. And it's not about what you think you're confused about. You think you're confused about his intentions and all this stuff, but what you're confused about is what this person could offer you at all anyway. It's something that goes further back and it goes deeper. There was a desire to put the work into something. There's an Empress energy here. So it could be someone with Pisces from the past, a female, that this person maybe never got over, or that this person compares you to, or that this person sees you as being competition to. I'm sorry, I'm getting a real hazy thing here. I'm not really sure what this is about or what it means. What's her guidance, though? Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to get some water, so I might have to come back in just a minute. Your guidance, wow, Ten of Cups. So you're on the path toward the Ten of Cups. You're really being guided to focus on your own awareness, your own sort of spiritual progression and awakening here. Page of Pentacles. This person could be something really special for you, but there has to be an understanding that where you are and where they are two very different places. This person could offer you something very beautiful, but they're and a value, but you don't look at this person as the King of Pentacles. Look at them more right now as like the Page of Pentacles, who could grow into the King. There's real potential here, though. There really is potential, so that's a good sign. What about You're welcome. Yeah, it should be fine. Marissa, it should be fine. You need to communicate clearly with each other about what you desire and what you want from the connection. Hold on. This is I think this might be a past life connection too, because the Six of Cups is coming. This somehow is from my other deck, but it's here. I really think, Bella, that this is a past life connection. It's a very childlike and innocent connection, but you're going to need, you labeled him a player. Yeah, and this person is not a player necessarily. This person they had their heart broken by a woman that they view as the Empress, and they connect you to that. So they may be very resistant to fall in love or to give you a commitment, but there's real potential here. There needs to be a lot of communication about feelings and about your passions and your hopes and dreams. But there's potential, but it's going to take time, and it's not going to go exactly where you want right away. Good luck, Bella. All right, here's what I've got left, guys. I've got Gabriella, Elizabeth, Jenny, and Stephanie. Those are the 4 I've got left, but I have to come right back. So if any of you are here, I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to leave this video up, but I'm going to start a new video. So 5 minutes. If any of you are here, you need to come in with your questions when I come back, okay? Because I'm only going to stay on about 5 or 10 minutes to finish these up. Anyone else who wants to get on the list for tomorrow, you can get on the list for tomorrow night at 9. I just can't be spending too long each night on these because I've got so many personals I'm trying to get caught up on as it is. So Elizabeth, Gabriella, Jenny, and Stephanie, if you are here, get your questions ready. I'll be back with a new video in about 5 minutes, and we'll get you taken care of. If not, if for some reason we can't, then we'll just push you guys to tomorrow night as well. All right? I will see you soon. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in just a minute.